Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan, and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Mike and I are going to do a video today, obviously, since I'm doing the 80s look. I thought an 80s this or that for him, because I was born on the very last day of 1977. I don't have a lot of memories from the 80s, because
I just came in to say hi, and she said, sit down. I thought she was going to divorce me, but I guess now we're doing a video.
Right, so buckle up. This should be fun. Okay, so it's just 80s this or that. So Ferris Bueller's Day Off or Back to the Future?
Back to the Future.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
Ferris made a big deal out of skipping one day of school.
Right.
I'm an 80s kid. Ninth grade year, I skipped 95 days of school. And they passed me into my 10th grade year, into which I proceeded to skip like 70 something.
Wow.
Yeah. They didn't pass me after that.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
But my one claim to fame in that school was that because of me, they invented the in-school suspension.
Right? Because out of school suspension, it wasn't a consequence.
No, it wasn't. I remember the state cops would bring me to school, and they'd bring me to the office, and I'd get a pass to go to my locker, and I'd just walk right out the back door, back down to the road, and hitchhike to Ludlow and grab my friend out of his school.
It's so weird. I can't see you being like a bad guy.
Well, that wasn't bad.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I didn't
you're
like
all grown up
club
and
baby
law-abiding
seals
now.
or anything.
Thank goodness. All right. Rubik's Cube or Etch-a-Sketch?
See, Etch-a-Sketch has been around since like the 70s, so you kind of got to go with the Rubik's Cube because that's 80s. Even though I don't like it. Wasn't that fond of Etch-a-Sketch either.
Yeah, no.
Well, I just wasn't talented. I used to sit and watch
frustration.
my brother sit there and draw stuff on that stupid thing. And
Fun.
yeah, and I couldn't. I could shake it. I could shake it like nobody's business.
Like a Polaroid picture.
Here, Mike, erase this. Yes! Got to show my talent.
You're so cute. All right. Transformers or G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe.
I liked them both.
Because you're young.
I liked Transformers, though. But I never
You
could-
didn't even have the real G.I. Joes.
No.
See, I'm a first-year Gen Xer. So, like, I was born in July of 1966. And boomers were done in 65. So,
Right?
we got the real G.I. Joes. They were like 10 inches tall, had actual crew cut hair, and they came out with the kung fu grip. Yeah.
Right? All right. MTV or VH1?
Well, video killed a rock and roll star.
Right?
I liked what MTV was. And then they slowly dropped the ball and VH1 picked it up. I mean,
Yeah.
I did like the VH1, what they call it, Behind the Music or something. It was like a little mini documentary they would do of a certain band or artist or something.
Right? We were not allowed to watch either one of those.
But you were probably allowed to watch Solid Gold. Do you remember that show at all? No? They had different artists, and then they had the Solid Gold dancers.
No, I don't remember that.
I remember as a young lad. Doing.
Wow. The A-Team or Knight Rider?
Knight Rider. Never. I really didn't like either one, but if I had to pick.
Were you just quoting Mr. T?
Well, he recorded that song. Love your mother.
Oh,
Like
was a
no
song?
other. Yeah, it's a song. So,
I never know when humorous get going.
Oh.
What it is, if it's a movie or what. Pac-Man or Donkey Kong?
oh, Donkey Kong. Oh, yeah. Smashing stuff.
Wow.
Well, because Pac-Man, once you learned to cheat, it wasn't fun anymore.
I never learned to cheat.
If you followed a certain pattern, no matter which thing you were on, you could clear them all and never get eaten. And you just
Wow.
Yeah, just keep
Well,
going and going, and it just kind of
sucks the
lost
fun
its,
out. Yeah.
just lost its luster.
Right? E.T. or Gremlins?
I didn't really get into either because I was older when those came on. So, yeah, if anything, I'd probably say Gremlins only because of the shock factor of it.
Yeah.
I mean, E.T. was too touchy-feely for me.
Right, because you had the emotional capacity of a gnat.
Like I said, first year Gen X, there wasn't a whole lot of emotion going on.
Boy.
He buried it deep.
Right? The Golden Girls or Family Ties?
Golden Girls, only because they were sassy.
Right? They're fabulous.
I just wanted to punch Michael J. Fox's character in the face. Family Ties.
Yeah. I don't remember too much. I mean, I know we watched it.
He played he was always a staunch Republican type thing, or
Yeah.
what. That wasn't because he was I just didn't like that type of person that thought
Right.
they knew everything.
Yeah.
But he went on to do better things like Back to the Future.
Right?
But then again, he also did Teen Wolf, which...
Speaking of, Top Gun or Risky Business?
Risky Business. I don't like Tom Cruise more than... Well, I don't like Tom Cruise, but
Right.
I thought Rebecca Mornay was quite the business.
Perfect. Indiana Jones or Han Solo?
Ooh. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, Indy was better.
All right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it was amazing for me to sit in a theater and watch that battleship come over your head. We'd never seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. It was amazing. So it was a really, I enjoyed Star Wars. I just didn't get super into it like a lot of people did.
Right? Because that came out in 77, right?
77, 78, somewhere around there, yeah.
Sure, 77. Older than me. Flashdance or Footloose?
Footloose, but only because of Kevin Bacon's best friend in that one. What is it, Dermot Mulroney or one of the Mulroneys? It was just, he was funny. I can't dance.
All right. Big hair or mullet?
Neither.
You had...
I never had a mullet.
No, you had fair hair.
Yes, I did. But that was later. I was a full-grown adult.
Yeah, but even in
No,
your
even
band picture.
in school and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I had graduated by that time, and I was 18 in that band picture.
Right.
And so my hair was getting longer. But, yeah, that was just the cut of the time. That was, I think it was like a shag. And, what else did they call it? They feathered.
Right. So it
They
was
feathered,
feathered.
they feathered it.
Now we just call it layers.
Yeah. But
Jelly shoes or Converse All-Stars?
All-Stars.
Yeah. I
You're
want a
not
pair
gonna
of
catch
Cons
me.
so bad.
You're not going to
Jelly
catch me.
shoes. Well, you said that about Crocs too, my friend.
No, I never said that about Crocs. Your other friend hates Crocs.
I know. She's so disappointed in us.
But I was never able to have Converse All-Stars until both of my brothers joined the Navy.
Right.
Because that's what the Navy issues you when you're working on a ship, is these Converse, the low cut, not the high cut.
Right.
So I was finally able to go to school with like cool shoes, man.
Ooh, Scarface or The Godfather?
Godfather.
He-Man or Thundercats?
Jesus.
I have the power!
Probably He-Man, yeah.
Yeah.
But once again, I was much older when that came out.
Oh, this one's not even for you. Rainbow Bright or Strawberry Shortcake? Yes.
I definitely would eat me some strawberry shortcake.
I loved Rainbow Bright so much.
I think your sister had a strawberry shortcake.
She has her shortcake everything. She loved it. I think she still has her strawberry shortcake blanket. It's going to be buried with her. Like, it's already been established. So
So remember that made its way to my house, and it stunk everything up.
well, her Strawberry Shortcake stuff.
Yeah.
Because Mom's smoking. Rocky or Rambo?
Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Molly Ringwald or Ali Sheedy?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
The next one's even harder.
See, I'm more drawn to Allie because she was a nutsoid in that movie.
Right? And you like crazy ladies?
She put on there, on her sandwich, was it Captain Crunch or something?
I don't know.
Yeah. You never saw the movie?
I did once, probably 100 million years ago. But my memory is bad. Bon Jovi or Guns N' Roses? He loves Bon Jovi.
Don't get me wrong, I like John Bon Jovi. I think what he does is amazing. He's got all those restaurants and stuff that it's amazing what he does, and he'd put his money to good use. But my music is more towards the Guns N' Roses sound, and that's probably why I like him. I don't like Axl Rose at all, but
Right.
I mean, when they came out, they pretty much killed the grunge movement, which, thank God.
Yeah.
Not to say that there weren't good stuff coming out of the grunge, but I mean,
Right?
they just added a new level of, right, it sort of like got back to the old rock and roll stuff.
Yeah. DeLorean or Ferrari?
Ferrari, DeLoreans are pieces of crap.
They're referencing Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
You knew that because you
Yeah.
know things like that. Breakdancing or aerobics?
Well, I definitely would have broke something breakdancing.
Right? And would now probably too.
Oh, yeah.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi. I was a Pepsi guy.
Oh. Aha or Duran Duran?
Ooh, well, really, Aha only had that one hit. That Take On Me.
All right.
But Duran Duran, it's funny, you know, because back in that day, I was like, that musical genre was like totally beyond me. I was into Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and Motorhead and all that stuff, and so I never really listened to that. But now, as I get older, and that stuff comes on, I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm like, God, these guys were like really, really good musicians, you know, and so I get a better appreciation. So I would say Duran Duran probably.
Nice.
Kind of be neat if Aha had done more, but because it was a pretty good song, but very synth. You know, hardly any other instrument in there besides the synthesizer. So,
Thriller or Beat It?
Beat It probably because Eddie Van Halen plays a guitar solo.
Oh, Boombox or Walkman?
Oh, boombox all the way, baby.
I was just talking about my Walkman the other
yeah.
day. I don't remember who to.
I never had one.
Bugging myself. Ew.
I think I bought a Walkman specifically so that I could play CDs in my car because you could put the
Right.
the converter thing in and it would run the.
Yep.
So I think I bought a Walkman specifically for that
Right.
CD player.
That's so funny. New Kids on the Block or Boys to Men?
Neither.
Right.
Not a boy band kind of guy. That was 80s?
I think it was close.
That had to be, yeah, I was going to say, that's got to be late.
You don't like boy bands?
No.
I mean, Black Sabbath.
You see Ozzy and Geezer out there doing those dances? I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm just saying. A bunch of boys playing music.
Yeah, but they didn't play music.
No.
NSYNC or whoever it was you just mentioned, neither one of them, none of them played music.
Oh.
They sang.
Oh.
They got out there and danced, sang. None of them played anything.
Right. I don't know anything about them, really. I was not into the boy bands.
Really?
The Cure or the... Well, I mean... The Cure or the Smiths?
I've always found, like, listening to The Cure made me want to slit my wrists.
Wow.
Yeah, they were very depressing. The Smiths, probably.
Yeah.
Although I really didn't listen to them either very much.
What's the song by them?
I can't tell you right off the top of my head. I would know it when I hear it. I'd say, oh, okay, yeah, this is Smiths. But I can't give you a song name. I didn't.
Right? Erica Wood.
Of course, Erica Wood.
She's like the girl version of you. And when it comes to music.
Well, she's
Mind
better
blowing.
looking, but I don't know if she's
As a girl?
smarter than me. But
No, I didn't say that.
okay,
She's the girl version of you when it comes to music. Like
Really?
she knows, she knows a ton about music. She and Shiny
she's
were
young
talking
too,
about
though,
stuff.
right?
And she's 50. So younger than you.
So she could know these ones.
Right? Well, you guys were talking about that rapper that one day. I had no idea who you were talking about. I don't
Okay.
know. Doesn't matter. Okay, last one. Cassette tapes or vinyl records?
It's. I'd never really listened to records because I did. Sorry, I should say that. But I remember buying records through I think it was the BMG or Columbia House where you just had to pay a penny and you could
Right.
choose like 14 of it.
Yeah.
So, but to sit and listen to records, I never did. I didn't really start doing that until like high school, late high school and stuff. And I didn't have a record collection. The records that I listened to were mostly from my mom, which was every country music artist ever born prior to probably 1980.
Yeah, because after that, it's just new nonsense.
And yeah, and of course my brothers had all the other albums.
Yeah.
So if I was listening to records, it was them. I never owned my own like record player or anything. So,
But now, like, I would definitely choose records over cassettes. Because boy, howdy, rewinding or fast forwarding is such a pain.
it is.
We are so.
But we never did that though. I mean, you put on an album, you listen to the whole album, flipped it over and listened to the other side. Cassette, we never cared that you had to fast forward or whatever because you just listened to the whole thing from start to finish. We didn't really say, oh, dang, until we actually had cassettes that would fast forward to the next song.
Right.
You know, we never had that. So it was just, you listen to the whole thing.
Right.
And that's what I mean. When you bought a new album, you put that time away. You're going to go down, you're going to, listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Now you can just, I'm sick of this song. Flip to the next one.
It has to be bad for me to stop listening to a song. Otherwise, I'll stick it out to the very end. Songs and books.
Well, I'll sit out in the car till the last.
Right.
Na, 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 na.
Right.
I'll sit to the car until that's done and then I'll come in.
Yeah. There's just some songs you can't not finish.
Or shut off.
Right.
You're
That's
always doing that to me with my Pink Floyd songs.
Listen, I have not yet advertised my feelings about Pink Floyd. I don't like it. Can't help
Anything
it.
else about the 80s you want to know?
I think that's everything.
All right. What did Austin Powers say? It was something in a flock of seagulls, baby.
Right?
But
Did you have a favorite 80s band? Like now, do you have a favorite band from the 80s?
now?
Mm-hmm.
Not really, because I'm still like starting to get into them. Like, it's like, I know it sounds weird, but like Culture Club.
Right?
I mean, Boy George, his voice is amazing, but I wouldn't be caught dead listening to it back then.
Right?
I was a closet Prince fan in the 80s,
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm even going back to like the 70s. I'm finding bands from there that it's like, oh, okay, I like these guys,
Right.
and so yeah, but from the 80s now that yes, my favorite band, believe it or not, from the 80s was probably Huey Lewis. And I owned all of his cassettes.
Right?
But yeah, I just liked their vibe, their style. It was a good song to sing to.
Right. Nice. All right, well.
The 80s were fun. Once I got my head together.
That helps.
Thank you, Bob and Deb.
Right? All right, well, I guess we should probably wrap this up. Hopefully you enjoyed his shenanigans. I always do, or mostly I always do. It's that or smother him with a pillow.
That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, mostly I just like him too much. All right.
Can't lift the pillow.
Okay, there's that too, but whatever. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, we appreciate you hanging out with us today. Be good and remember to be kind to you. Can't flip people